fun talking to you guys. I've been having a fun time. Batteries are dead. Then I realized I forgot to turn the camera on. I forgot to push the button to make it record. I'm jumping tractor. I go to get in it this morning, it goes. Are you kidding me? Got a question to ask you guys. This battery here is 5 years old. We've been having issues where maybe if there's two batteries in there, one is fried out, testing bad. The question is, what do you think's the best battery out there on the market? Are batteries not the same as they used to be? And I know some of the times out here in the country, our batteries go through a lot of stuff pulling on them, monitors, whatever, but even at that, things happen, and I realize that. So I'm just wondering where you guys buy your batteries, what brands you like, and all that good stuff. See if she starts now. It just needed that zap to it. It's like the batteries don't have that to get things started. Put the jumper cables on it, a minute later get in it, hit the key and boom. So we did clean up all the battery connections again this year, but like I said, there's a lot of things pulling up for this tractor, but it just don't seem like it should be puked out. I was going to use the jumper pack, but I think Cooper has that in his pickup, so the old jumper cables it is. All right, there we go, guys. Let's get things warmed. I better move the truck out of the way. I thought I was going to be planting about an hour ago, and then things like this happen. Oh, well, I did forget to turn all the lights off last night on the tractor. Not that they were on. I turned the key off and they're off, but no use running around here in the daylight with the lights on. All right, let's get the hydraulic pump running. PTO pump, get the hydraulic oil warmed up, get the monitors on. Thought I was gonna have to give the tractor a little shot of starting fluid. I kind of hate to do that if we don't have to, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do that you don't like doing, but you do it anyhow. All right, guys, let's get things moving. Ho ho! In today's farming, everybody knows security is a very important thing on the farm to make sure everything's being watched. I want to thank Refueling for sponsoring today's video. Refueling, they offer a huge selection of cameras. They offer indoors and outdoor, Wi-Fi, 4G, and even solar power. We started using Refueling a few months ago, and we have been really satisfied with the results we have been getting. We are so satisfied with the current model that we're using. We're gonna try a different model on our farm also. For the sake of the video here, we haven't put this up where we wanna kind of tuck it away, but I just wanna give you guys a view of this one. This is our newest unit. It is the dual lens track mix. This camera here actually has night vision, day vision. It will give you a split lens so you can have stuff close in, stuff further away, and it will actually follow it as it's moving around. You can put it so if you wanted to pick up people and not animals, you can have it pick up just vehicles. Pretty fancy little unit. You can talk to people when they come in your shop, house, whatever, over voice, and they can talk back to you. And it also has, you can make it louder, quieter. It's a pretty neat feature. You can connect with your phone anywhere you're at to check out your cameras, what's going on. Somebody's around, you can talk to them from basically anywhere in the world. There is no subscription fees or anything like that, no monthly fees. Once you get this unit, it's yours. Just put a SD card in it and start filming. If you guys are interested in a Refueling, checking them out and stuff, please go down below and get the information and check them out. Like yesterday, got it to maybe 60 degrees. Move my water jug around. That's one thing about some of these cabs, like on these older tractors, everything's so small in here, you don't have a lot of room for a lot of extra luggage. All right, let's turn on Mr. Ag Leader. Come on, Mr. Ag Leader. What's all this stuff? I've never seen this stuff before. Okay. This is just saying that you take responsibility of everything and on and on. Raise up the planter, make sure everything's looking good there. We filled it up with seed and stuff last night, so it should be ready to roll. All right, I'll get things fired up here. Trying to locate GPS. Hey, all our lines are coming up, I think, so that's a good thing. I always wondered when I started farming years ago, a couple years ago, when we didn't have all this GPS stuff, you know, we had to get out at night and put like a red flag or a flag or something where you finished off, so you knew where to go the next day to get started. What made it hard, like if my dad was out planting, and then he goes, hey, tomorrow why don't you run the planter? Well, then I'd get out there running around looking for flags, and he might have stuck 8 flags out there, one for a rock and one for something else, or maybe he quit here and forgot to stop and pick up the rock when he started again. So at least with a GPS, the boys can get in here and like, oh, Dad was over here, Dad's got this done, or vice versa. I can get in their stuff and like tell where what's done, so it's pretty slick. Now here I did it planted a little bit into the drawway. Our big planter, it has a shut off for every row, so when you're crossing into the drawway, boom, 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 it shuts off perfect. This planter does 4 rows at a time, so it won't shut off till the last one to cross in your angle. But that's just the way it is. It won't grow here in the drawway, but I had to laugh, and I wish I was just on the phone talking to a guy, and 86 years old, and we were talking about different things here on the farm, and I made a comment. I'm like, yeah, I wish, and, you know, told him a couple wishes I wish I had, and he said, hey, you be careful what you wish. And I said, oh yeah, why is that? And he goes, about a year ago, I wish I was a little young child again. Starting out, wish I was young, little boy. And he goes, in the last 6 months, my wish came true. And I'm like, really? What happened? And he goes, well, started wearing diapers. And now you get to actually see what it feels like to crap yourself. When you're a little baby, you don't remember that. But at my age, you remember. I'm gonna have to turn the air conditioning on a little bit. Well, I could take a sweatshirt off too. Down here in the V of the field, so I'm doing a lot more turning around. Oh, I feel like a cowboy lassoing a horse. Yo, hee-haw! Kind of see some memories right here, right now. This one farm here, there's a little bitty, kind of a little chunk of ground by a creek you really can't do much with. When Cooper was a little boy, that'd be my youngest son. When he was, probably, oh man, ooh, look at this, look at this. This has been sitting for a while. I don't know if he was 14 years old or so. Him and his friend Presley, they made this little dock out here, and they could back their camper right in here, and this was their dock. They actually, and I'll have to show you guys someday, they actually made a camper out of an old semi-trailer, and it was a 5th wheel, and they could back it in here and then hang out up here. I'm kind of taking it easy because the old floor might be rotted. I don't know. This old building down here, that's been on our family farm for years and years and years. Cooper took it, he put some old siding on it, put a tin roof on it, and brought it down here. They put their firewood in it. That building is probably over 100 years old. But you know, things like this, when the boys were little, they liked building things and didn't hurt a thing down here. And look at the memories, the things that they learned how to do things when they were down here. They learned how to cut wood, they learned, and it didn't matter if it was perfect. It was using their hands, their brains, their skills. You got little children or whatever, young little adults, letting the little buggers adventure and do things at home, use their hands. If they want to go out and play in the grass, dirt, whatever. It's a lot of knowledge in them little brains, and they learn so much. I don't know if you can see that sign there, but that looks like the campground was built in 2017. I just pulled into a cornfield that's going to be beans, and I went to start unfolding, and then I realized Zach's in there working up the ground yet. He probably only got a half hour left there. But then I got looking at my fuel gauge. I'm like, hey, I'm on a 1/4 of a tank. of diesel fuel. I'm not very far from Cole's place, so I might as well run over and fill up with fuel. That way in the middle of the afternoon, I'm not calling up the boys, hey, I need fuel, and I need it now. I don't think I'd have enough to plant all day, so it's about 11 o'clock a.m. in the morning. So anyhow, I'm gonna run over to Cole's and fill up with fuel. Give you a little update. I'm just sitting out here bouncing around in the field. Well, I'm really not bouncing much. Well, I probably am a little bit. I'm going across some rows right now. Getting hungry. Keep thinking about food. Food, food. That's the update of starving DC. Oh, pay attention. We just about went off in the ditch. Just ran out of seed, so looks like Cole brought me some more champion seed. We'll get this thing filled up and get me back rolling, and right after we get this filled up, sending Cole to town to get some food. This field here is working up really, really nice, planting very, very nice. Right now, Cole probably thinks I'm wanting seed, and I'm actually wanting food. He's warming up the engine. What we're doing, last night we were filling up. Our champion box was starting to run low, so half of the planter I got really full, the other half not quite as full. So the one half is running out and the other half has got quite a bit, so Cole's gonna spread some out just to kind of use it up so we're not putting a different number on top, and we'll kind of keep it even this way. We put a little seed out of some of them. I had a little fuller, and then I'm gonna go run this off. It's 2:30 p.m. I see my lunch made it. Cole is bringing me lunch. Ah, thank you, thank you. I'm starving. I am ready to eat. Ah, thank you. That is one thing. I can be in a blizzard, hurricane, tornado. I still need to stop for my lunch. I told you I've been kind of laying off the junk food today. Broke all rules. Why is it French fries taste so good when you haven't had them for a while? I know we used to have it. We'd bring food out to the guys. One time we brought out some food and I forgot my stepdad doesn't like onions on his hamburgers. Thought we killed the poor guy. Heard about it for a long time. The way I look at it, when you're getting free food, if there's something you don't want on it, you just sneakily take the onions off, throw them on the ground, not a big deal. Speaking of onion, I just ate one. Now I like onions. Oh, it might help if I turn the throttle up. I didn't realize it was all the way down. Alright, let's get it put away. Well, we got the planter inside, so like I said, I'd like to get it all greased up yet tonight. Make sure all the clutches, everything are greased good. Check her over, have her ready for in the morning. But right now I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Mama Cornstar. See if we can have her march outside here, and we got a couple vehicles scattered out in some fields. Like to get them home. So let's see if we can find Mama Cornstar. Mama Cornstar is going to take me to get a vehicle. Actually, we got two vehicles to get sometime. I'm taking you to get one. How many minutes you got for the oven? 12. Ooh, we'll get the closest one first. I'm going to get a rag, wipe every grease zerk off quick. We're going to go ahead and grease this up tonight. That way tomorrow morning when I get up, I can just take off. I'm not messing around for half the morning. Everything's full of seed. But I gotta find a grease gun, see what we can find. Sometimes for me, it's just about easy to go wipe all the grease, that one's loose. Wipe the dirt off the grease zerks right away. Then I don't have to mess around. I don't know, somewhere along the line we bought some cheap grease guns. The hose just wants to keep going up. Come on, stay down. It's got a mind of its own. I'm gonna see if I got any new grease zerks. These are, well, like I said, it's a cheap grease gun, so nothing surprises me. I might just break out a new one. All right, we're gonna try another grease gun. One of them nights, I'm just sitting here thinking about a whole bunch of different stuff, so I got a lot going through my mind tonight. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, just got a lot going through my mind tonight for some reason. At least this grease gun's working. Have you ever had that? You just, one of them nights you kind of, or days, you keep thinking about all kinds of different stuff. Okay, we got to go underneath, and there's some clutches, and I'll show you what they are, guys. This planter here has been around for a long time. We've had different planters just like this one, and these clutches here run the row units. I always remember my dad saying, if you kept these really greased good, you'll never have troubles with them. I like to grease it at night when I'm done, if I can. Like here, if we get all dirty and yucky, we throw everything in the washing machine. We go to bed, put it in the dryer, and it's ready for tomorrow. Oh, are you kidding me? Why don't they make grease guns like they used to? It's a brand new tube. Oh, come on. I guess what I'm sitting there thinking about, we have one tractor, our Case 340 again. That thing, I don't know what's going on. Cooper said tonight, he just called a little bit ago, it's derating itself, meaning it's like it's losing power. Don't know why, what. Kind of nerve-wracking. Why, what, who knows. I don't get this grease gun. It keeps getting like air in it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? What's going on here, buddy? Well, now we'll do the other side, same as the first side, so nothing very exciting. I know sometimes when a guy's using this stuff, you think, oh, I'm busy, I can skip it. That's kind of the worst attitude to have, because that's when things start wearing, because they don't have the grease on it to make them work correctly.